Hi and welcome to Beach Bumbling. Today we're going to do a two-part video on the Tropicana Hotel. The first part's going to be a walk around, and the second part's going to be Karen and I just kind of talking about the place. Actually a three-part video if you count the outtakes at the end. This is another installment in our Look Before You Book series. So if you're looking for a hotel in the romantic zone of Puerto Vallarta that's not all-inclusive, you're going to want to come along with us on this one. Let's go! This is our last day in the Romantica zone. We're only here for a couple days. We stayed at the Hotel Tropicana. We would definitely come back here again for what we paid for it anyway. And yeah, the sunset's right in the water. You can get a good room like we did with a view. You'll see it right from your balcony. They had food here. Drinks were cheap actually. A margarita was 80 pesos. We couldn't really find that duplicated anywhere else. And then they had
the super terrific happy hour.
Happy hour at 6 o'clock, so 2 for 1. There's 5 different kinds of drinks. Margarita was one of them, that's what we got. But I think a beer was 35 pesos or 40 pesos, depending on which kind of beer you got. So all that's pretty cheap, considering when you're looking right at the water, right? So, all right, I'm gonna take you for a little walk around the resort. It's not really a resort, I guess it's a hotel. And we're just getting ready to leave in the next hour. I gotta go up and pack soon, so take a look at this. Show you what there is. There's lots of rooftop balconies and shit here. The Tropicana Hotel has 203 rooms, 84 of which I believe have an ocean view. And they got 2 pools here, and we didn't realize this, but one of them's heated. We figured that out yesterday afternoon when we were in a cold pool. Not cold, but you know what I mean. And a lady next to us said, one next to you is heated, so we didn't know that. So check that out. Have a bar here, but we have not seen it used since we've been here. There's a restaurant up there. You have breakfast, got all your drinks there. Then that pool there, that is the cold pool. Could have had a bomb view, but they've got all those plants there, so I don't know why they would do that, but anyway, they did. You got your restaurant, like I said, over there. This pool here is heated, and it's warm, not like 70 heated, it's mid 80s anyway. Then you got bathrooms off the side of that. Here. We found them to be clean, all the time. There's 5 or 6 toilets there, guys. I couldn't tell you what it was. Get your towel rentals, or not rental, but whatever, exchange. Front desk. This will be the lobby in the front. I don't know how well you can see this, it's not lit up very well. And then you head up them stairs there. That'll take you up onto the street. But I'm not sure how many rooms they got here. We'll look that up and put it in the information below. But it's a pretty nice place. Like I said, we got a really good view. We booked street view just because we were looking for a cheap place to stay, and we don't spend a lot of time in our room. But we ended up with an ocean view, so that's cool. They do have free Wi-Fi here in the common area, so we did use that. It was good. Had no issues with it. And then yeah, you've got sunset every day. Right out there, right in the water. You're close to the Malecon, which basically starts at that sculpture thingy there at the pier. And you can catch a lot of boat rides too. If you want to go to Boca de Tomatlan or YELAPA, Miss Maloya, you can catch a boat taxi on them from there. And we were up the 2nd floor there, right on the corner. Great view. So yeah, I can't remember exactly what we paid, so I won't say it now, but I will put it down below. And yeah, there's lots of wildlife, lots of plants and stuff around here. It's very well maintained. Yeah, I could definitely recommend popping over here if you're not into the all-inclusive scene. This is a nice little place, and there's so many restaurants around this area in short walking distance. You'll never go hungry here. We haven't really eaten here other than breakfast, and breakfast was good. Basic eggs and sausage or whatever you want. You get one kind of meat. And yeah, so it's a little bit of a know before you go or look before you book, whoever you want to look at it. This is the Hotel Tropicana in the romantic zone of Puerto Vallarta.
Hi, welcome to Beach Bumbling. Today we're going to talk about the Tropicana, what we liked and what we didn't like.
So we'll start with location, I guess.
Location would be a plus for me. Romantic zone,
That's
probably my favorite
I agree
part
with that,
of
100%.
Puerto Vallarta.
So many things to do. The food in that
Oh,
area
so
is
much food, yeah.
just unbelievable.
So we got a mixed molcajete. It's like beef, chicken, shrimp, chorizo. There's stuffed poblano in there, some pineapple, cactus leaves. But you put it in the tortilla or just eat it plain, doesn't matter. But yeah, there's a lot of food, the two of us. Yeah, I did when it came out. We've kind of decimated that a bit, 380 pesos for that.
And a lot of things are walkable from the Tropicana, so you don't need to worry about cabs and things like that.
The
So
pier,
the
park,
Malecón
that
is
big
like,
park.
Yep. Yeah,
Definitely.
The Saturday market is like you walk to that.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things. You can walk down to the pier and catch a boat taxi to a lot of different places. If you do want to leave, like just love the area, love the vibe.
Staff, I loved the staff. Didn't run into anyone from the front desk to
No
the
attitudes
maids.
at all. We got
No.
a free up. We were really nice. There was people in front of us that were a bit of a poison pill, we'll
A
say.
couple.
That were checking in that were just
Too cool for school.
You could just tell that the front desk people were just
Nasty,
like,
upset.
oh Lord. And so we walked up. We were really nice.
We were on Mexican time by then because we'd
Yep.
already spent a week in Mexico.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah, we weren't rushed. We weren't bitchy.
We were super early for our check-in.
Yeah.
Yep. So we were super nice to them.
A little bit of niceness goes a long way.
Goes a long way. We ended up getting an upgrade for our room. We booked a city view and ended up with an ocean view. And
Yeah.
It's just take a look.
Yeah.
This is insane for what we paid for. Look at that. Like, are you kidding me, man? Malecón's like just a couple steps away.
Next up is the beach. It's a lot busier than where we had just come from all those
For
small
sure.
beach towns. And probably a
But
lot.
beautiful
Oh yeah, it is
and
nice beach.
swimmable,
Yep.
which you don't always get.
I don't know if this is a seasonal thing or just this is a week we were there, but it looked a lot more calm in the mornings. Like,
For sure.
Super calm off our balcony in the mornings.
Yeah.
But
Really
yeah.
nice. And I don't know.
But yeah,
The beach would be a big plus. You're right on the beach. Which
Yeah.
Puerto Vallarta, there's a lot of options of hotels and Airbnbs and stuff.
Yeah.
So not always right on the beach.
Yep. You can see the pier literally from your beach, Los Muertos Pier.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, the location I think is really good. The beaches are really good.
Yeah.
What else? The food. We didn't eat there a ton.
Breakfast.
We had breakfast.
We had drinks. They had happy hour. Happy hour.
And that was 85 pesos for 2 margaritas.
Yes.
And I'm getting dos pina coladas.
Which is actually a pretty good price, like for
For
margarita.
PB.
Like it was.
Yes.
We
And they
paid-
were good.
Yeah, they were good. We paid 180 at Margarita Grill.
Yeah.
And split one because it was 180 and we're super
Yeah.
cheap. So take advantage of that if you're staying here at the Tropicana. So for food, we really couldn't speak till like lunch or dinner, but we did have breakfast there a couple days, and it was decent.
Didn't seem outrageously priced.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the best breakfast I've ever had, but by far the worst breakfast I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to walk anywhere to get it. I don't like getting up and moving right away when we're on vacation. We like to just take things a little bit slow in the morning.
Yeah, from what we saw from the menu, it seemed pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah, it did.
Compared to other beach clubs that we saw walking down towards the Malecón, really.
And we did look at the lunch and dinner menu, and they look like things we would eat. We just wanted to experience different restaurants
Yeah.
and different things. So,
And street food and tacos.
Yeah.
We always go for that in PV too.
yeah, you have to. It's some of the best food. If you haven't been eating it, you're missing out.
The room was good. Basic.
Yeah.
The bathroom was pretty big.
It's basic. It's not like a resort room with a suite or anything.
It's not brand new, but the bed was pretty comfy.
But it was clean. Like there was no issues with it that way.
Yeah, older but clean, and
Yep.
clean is always number one to
On our
me.
list, yep. And then the balcony had just a phenomenal view.
Yeah.
You don't get that everywhere you stay, and you're like 1 second from the beach. So I thought that room was decent. It was not the best room I've stayed in at all. Thanks again, Jorge, for giving us the upgrade.
For sure.
If you're watching this, we totally appreciated that. It actually made our last 2 days a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too late.
2 nights,
Yeah.
whatever. As far as entertainment, there's nothing going on here for that, really. And so if you're looking for that, get a resort, I guess, that has nightly entertainment.
Yeah.
But you can walk to a lot of things, like I
Oh.
said, on the Malecon at night. If you've never experienced, I actually like it better at night than the day. Personally, I just think it's...
There's always something going on down there.
Yeah, especially on the weekends.
Yes.
Yep. So there's lots of stuff to do around there. I wouldn't worry about that. And as far as the price, we paid $226 Canadian for 2 nights.
All in.
That was all in.
Which is a great price, I think, for the location and what you get.
Well, we were struggling to find hotels for 2 nights. Our bank cards got froze, credit cards got froze. That's in another video if you actually want, if you care. But anyway, they wanted almost $300 for a hotel on that strip. And then Karen found it on Book It for Booking.com for like $266. We were like, screwed.
$226.
For $226. We couldn't have been happier.
Yeah.
Like that totally switched our vacation from all this stuff going bad to a vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we closed it up pretty good. So anyway, that's what we thought of the Tropicana the first time we were there. I would go back. Would you go back?
I would go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There were a couple negatives if you're not used to it. The vendors can be a bit much on the beach.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's anywhere in Puerto Vallarta, like in the main parts. Yeah, I mean that's how they make their living. We've said this in a bunch of videos. Just be kind. They're just trying to feed their families and make a living. So I guess that's...
You thought another negative was the location back to the airport.
Oh shit, yeah.
At the end.
The driving back in Puerto Vallarta, depending on the time of day, that can be a bit of a drive to the airport. So if you're one of these people that goes back and they're like, I'll just time it just perfect for the airport, depending on the time of day, you might want to recalibrate that thought, because it can get quite busy between Zona Romantica and the airport.
Yeah.
So leave yourself some extra time would be my advice. Another reason that we usually like staying close to the airport is at a resort, they'll try to take you back 3 hours early, and when you're 15 seconds from the airport, and we're like, no. And
Yeah.
we'll pay to take a cab and sit in that pool for an extra couple hours, but that's not something I would recommend you do at Zona.
But not a lot of negatives. Would I stay there
No,
again? In
totally.
a heartbeat.
Yep, and it looks like they've upgraded some more rooms. I looked at online too, so I mean, maybe the rooms are better. You don't spend a ton of time in your room, Puerto Vallarta. If you do, you're probably doing it wrong, unless you just got married, in which case, congratulations.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to support the channel, please like this video and subscribe. And if you have any questions about the Tropicana, or maybe you have a different favorite spot in the romantic zone, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can hit us up on our social media. But that's going to be it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you got some of it, do the things she asked you to do.
Till the next time, cheers.
So take advantage of that if you're staying here at the Tropicana.
Tropicana.
Sorry, at the Tropical. I say Tropical. Okay. So take advantage of that if you're staying here at the Tropicana. The breakfast was a la carte, so it's not buffet style or anything like that. It was decent. Got some tractors because we live in the middle of Idaho. We'll wait for that to go behind. Vendors will be a little bit of a negative, probably like not negative, but like you're gonna be out of luck.
We also found pot and cigarettes.
Good too.